Maybe your schedule just doesn't allow for you to be riding your bike outside when it's not light out. Maybe the weather's unpredictable. Maybe you just don't have good places to ride, or where you do have to ride, you're having to ride around cars, which I get more and more worried about as I get older. Or maybe you're just worried about falling off the bike and getting hurt, and which, as we get older, we do need to worry about those things. So it's worth taking into account those type of risks. For me right now, the winter's coming. I'm having to put in stakes this tall because the snow is going to get that high, and riding my bike outside for a lot of the year, this part of the year, is going to not be an option. So I'm taking the plunge. I'm setting up a trainer. I want to show you how I'm doing it, and maybe you can learn something from that. Now, the trainers that I used when I was younger are the kind that you're just sitting there and you're looking at paint dry on the wall. Things have come a long way since then. So I've got a smart trainer set up here already. I'm going to show you why I chose that and show the other equipment that just came in the mail. We'll unbox it, take a look at why I chose that, what it cost, get it set up, and then show you what these new trainers and new systems really do. I'm Patrick, this is Road Less Travel, and I cover everything health related to cycling to keep us going and keep us healthy. I'd like to announce a partnership with Joyoneer, which is a young cycling apparel company that has a lot of the same values that we have here in this channel with cycling and health. I've been wearing their apparel for a while now, and I'm really happy with it. So we've partnered to create a Road Less Traveled line of gear. I've also included a discount code in the description below, which will get you 10% off site-wide with Joyoneer, including the Road Less Traveled gear, and that's over and above any sales that they've got going. And with the coming holidays, they've got some pretty good sales going on right now. So let's get into why I set up the trainer the way I set it up. So everything I chose, from the trainer to all the equipment I'm going to show you here, is something I chose based on sort of best bang for the buck. The trainer, which I already set up here, is a Wahoo Quicker Core, and it comes with all the devices and fittings you need to hook up any kind of bike to it. The other thing I bought was the Zwift little adapter here, and it came with this version that I bought. I liked that because I could put any bike on this thing without having to change the cassette. So this bike, or a mountain bike, or different types of hubs will all fit on this, and I don't have to make sure that it's got the proper cassette in the back. To accommodate that, they have this little connector here you put on your bars, and you electronically change gears while you're riding. Now, one thing you're definitely going to want is some sort of mat to put under your bike, because since you're not going to be out there in the wind, you're going to be sweating, and all that sweat's going to drop on your garage floor, your kitchen floor, or wherever you happen to be setting up your trainer. So I already have this one, but you can easily get them online, and they shouldn't be too expensive. Okay, now the next thing you're going to want is your monitor, because we're going to be using this smart trainer with some software that I'll describe in a minute. And you want to use some sort of monitor. You could use an iPad or a small monitor. TVs aren't that expensive. So I got a TV and I got a stand for it. The TV that I bought is a smart TV. It doesn't need to be a smart TV, but size-wise, if the TV is mounted about 3 to 4 feet from you, which this is about the distance that I have, then I'm told you want something between 40 and 43 inches. So I chose a 43-inch TV, need to mount it. So I bought a mount for that. The choice I made on the mount, I just found one that was a good price. And I'll put the description of all this stuff in the video and on the screen. Look at the description if you don't see the details. Okay, you can see I've got the stand set up, so now I need to pull the TV out and get those things mounted to it and just slide right on. Okay, now I have the TV set up. It's plugged in, it's working. It's hooked up to this stand, which now you can see the reason I bought this stand, this specific one, is because it had a tilting option. So I can tilt it 5 degrees up, and when I'm sitting on here, you can see I'm looking straight down at the TV without having to bend my neck up. I've also hooked up the Apple TV, because that's how I'm going to get the app. I'm going to use the Zwift app because I'm familiar with it. I haven't used it much, but I've tried it. but there are others. So I'm not advocating one over the other, that's just the one I have. And we'll check that out in a minute. Now I've got a few other important pieces that I bought. First, I'll start with a stand that goes here, and then the all-important last item, which I'll cover right after that. Okay, I got the table assembled. So the table is necessary because you want a place to be able to put your water bottles, your towels, your phone, maybe a little bit of food, and you don't want to be having to get off the bike when you're doing it, when you're in the middle of a training session. So I bought this one. It's adjustable. I already adjusted it to the height I want, and fortunately, it fits right in there. The TV. The next item is the all-important item that I want to cover. So they say when you're training indoors, and I believe this, that you're going to experience something you never do when you're outdoors, which is a lot of sweat, because when you're riding outdoors, you've got a nice automatic fan because you're moving along. So in lieu of that, you need an actual fan. And so that's what I got right here, is an actual fan. So when you look into these, you'll find that there are some very expensive fans out there. They're called smart fans, and they're smart because they will meter the amount of air that's going at you based on your heart rate or perhaps the speed that your trainer says you're going. I didn't opt for one of those, but I did want to get one that is specifically for a cycling trainer. So that's what this is. It puts out enough air. It puts it out in the right shape so it's heating your body. It's adjustable, so we'll see how that works. And it has a remote on it so that you can attach to your bars so you can up or down the speed on your own. You've got to do it manually, not like a smart trainer, but you save a lot of money as a result of that. So I'm going to get this set up. Also has the little filters in here, so if you've got junk in your garage and you think it's going to be blowing in your face, this will prevent that from happening. The last item I bought is these little hooks, which I'm going to put on the wall so I can hang my towels and have easy access to them. So I'm going to put a summary of all the stuff I just bought and what it cost. And then we're going to get on here, turn that puppy on, and see how this whole Zwift cycle trainer process works. I've done a few workouts with this, and I'll say it is quite immersive and quite engaging. I can see how you would become addicted to this as some form of indoor training. Much better than what I've used in the past. Now, this is Zwift. There are a few others out there. I know TrainingPeaks is really trying to compete, but Zwift really is the first one that got this going, I believe, and seems to be the most popular. And you can do a lot of things with it. So because of its popularity, you may know people that are using it already, and you can do rides with them on this platform. You'll see them on there as another cyclist. You gotta kind of pick what you're like. This is much like a massively multiplayer game. You can ride, you can choose where you want to ride, you can choose what kind of workout you want to do, you can do a race or just a manual ride. You have settings where you can where it will monitor the output of your power and put you through certain types of intervals. So all the kind of things you might expect from perhaps a spin class. Well, if your riding area is shutting down like it does for me in the winter, or you just plain want to exercise indoors, I think those trainers are a great option. I'm sure looking forward to using mine throughout the winter so I can keep my cycling fitness and keep spinning those pedals. What do you do? Love to hear it. Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think of this video. Please subscribe, share it with anybody you think it can help, and I'll see you next time.